Okay, so if you live anywhere around here, northern New Jersey, places like Cliffside Park, you know your roof takes a beating, right?
Oh, absolutely. Between the icy winters and then those pretty intense summer storms we get.
Exactly. It really makes you think, who do you actually call when you need help with, keeping your roof solid? So for this deep dive, we're going to focus on Profine Construction. Their name keeps popping up for roofing in Cliffside Park and like the nearby towns.
Right.
Our mission today is really just to unpack what makes them seem like a go-to choice based on, what we could find about their services and what people are saying.
Well, the first thing that kind of jumps out is just how comprehensive they are. It's not just fixing a random leak. They seem to cover the whole spectrum, from preventative stuff, which, let's be honest, probably saves you a ton down the line with the Jersey weather,
Huh.
all the way to like full roof replacements,
Yeah.
and for homes and businesses.
Yeah, that breadth is noticeable. And when you think about our specific weather,
Mm-hmm.
those ice dams are brutal.
Yeah.
Or a sudden summer downpour with high winds. Having someone who gets those local issues feels, well, essential.
Definitely.
And their repair services list looks pretty detailed. Not just shingles, but leak detection, waterproofing, storm damage repair, even gutters, which people often forget.
Right. The gutters are key too.
Yeah.
And that proactive part you mentioned, the seasonal inspections, that seems really smart. For a homeowner in Cliffside Park hailing with those freeze-thaw cycles, an inspection isn't just like a nice to have, it's about catching small problems before they become massive, expensive headaches. Peace of mind, basically.
Makes sense. Now, what about the big jobs, like a full roof replacement? Eventually, everyone needs one.
It sounds like they have a very methodical way of doing it, not just ripping off old shingles and slapping down new ones.
Okay.
They talk about a complete removal first, then inspecting the deck underneath the actual wood structure.
Oh.
Using premium underlayment, this is important here, ensuring proper ventilation.
Ventilation. I've heard that's super important, especially with humidity and potential ice issues.
It's critical.
Yeah.
It really extends the life of the shingles, prevents moisture getting trapped, reduces heat buildup in summer. And the fact they mention following manufacturer specs precisely, that suggests they're focused on doing it right for the long haul, protecting your investment.
Okay, so they handle the basics well. What about different types of roofs? Because not every building is the same.
Yeah, they seem to cover a lot there too. For residential, they guide people through material choices, standard asphalt versus maybe architectural shingles, balancing looks, budget, performance.
And for businesses, commercial properties often have different needs, right? Flat roofs and stuff.
Exactly. They specifically mention expertise with flat roofs, metal systems, built-up roofing, and understanding that for a business, you can't have major disruptions during work.
Let's talk about metal roofing for a second. Is that becoming more popular?
It seems to be. They highlight its longevity, energy efficiency, which is a big springster, plus its resistance to extreme weather, low maintenance.
Mm.
It's often a higher upfront cost, but the return on investment can be significant over time.
And flat roofs. Those always seem like leak magnets, if not done right.
They are definitely challenging. Profine mentions specializing in materials like EPDM, TPO, modified bitumen. These are specific waterproofing membranes designed for those low-slope situations. That specialized knowledge is vital there.
Okay, so putting it all together, if I'm a homeowner, maybe a business owner in Cliffside Park or nearby, what's a Profine advantage? Why them?
Well, a few things stand out. First, that deep local experience. Over 15 years in Cliffside Park. That means they really understand the specific climate challenges, the coastal influence, the freezing temps. It's not just generic roofing knowledge.
That makes sense. They know what works here.
Precisely. Then there's the insurance claims assistance. Dealing with storm damage is stressful enough.
Oh, tell me about it. Insurance paperwork is the worst.
Right, so having them help navigate that, document damage, deal with the insurance company, that's a huge plus for homeowners.
Okay, what else?
Their focus on premium materials and workmanship seems solid. Partnering with top manufacturers, offering warranties, it suggests they stand behind their work. And the process sounds transparent. Detailed, no obligation estimates, explaining the options, no high pressure.
And it's not just what they say, right? You mentioned customer feedback earlier.
Yeah, that's a big one. Seeing over 200 reviews with a 4.9 star average.
Wow, that's high.
It really is. That points to consistent quality and customer satisfaction. People in the community seem happy with their work. Plus, the basics are covered. They're licensed and insured, which is fundamental.
Good to know. So they cover Cliffside Park. What about surrounding areas?
Yep, they mentioned serving communities like Ridgefield, Fairview, Fort Lee, North Bergen, Guttenberg, West New York as well. Pretty good reach in northern NJ.
Okay. And they seem to address common worries people have too, like insurance questions.
They do. They clarify the difference between storm damage claims versus like general wear and tear, and they help with the claim process itself.
What about deciding between a repair and a full replacement? That's always a tough call.
Their approach seems to be honest assessment based on the roof's age, condition, the extent of damage, and again, those local NJ climate factors.
Yeah,
Not just pushing for the most expensive option.
makes sense. And things like a sagging roof, is that serious?
Oh yeah, they flag that as urgent. Could mean structural issues, trapped water. Definitely needs immediate inspection.
What about just a few missing shingles? Doesn't seem like a big deal, maybe.
It can be. It creates a vulnerability. The underlayment isn't meant to be exposed long-term. Rain, freeze-thaw cycles, water will find a way in.
And finding leaks can be tricky, right? Water travels.
Super tricky sometimes. That's where professional diagnosis really helps. They also touch on repair costs, how they vary based on access, damaged materials. But the key takeaway is that delaying repairs almost always costs more in the long run. You risk much bigger problems, even like ceiling collapse from prolonged water damage.
Yikes. Okay, definitely good to address those common questions. So if someone's listening in that area, Cliffside Park or nearby, and they're thinking, maybe I should get my roof checked, how do they reach Profine?
Sure. The phone number is 201-328-7456. They mention offering free estimates and inspection.
Okay, free inspection. That's good.
Yep. Their website is profineconstructionllc.com. And their physical address, if you need it, is 36 Lawton Ave, Cliffside Park, NJ 0700 way.
And it's not just roofing, right?
No, they list remodeling, general repairs, interior and exterior improvements too. And they have an email, profineconstructionllcnj@gmail.com.
Got it. Okay, so wrapping up this deep dive on Profine Construction, it really seems like they present a strong case for being a reliable roofing partner in Cliffside Park and that whole northern New Jersey area.
Absolutely. You've got the local expertise honed over 15 plus years, a really comprehensive range of services, clear commitment to quality materials, and doing the job right.
Plus that transparent process and, the proof is in the pudding with those customer reviews.
Right. So for you, the listener in that area, it means there's a highly rated local option that understands the specific challenges your roof faces, from minor repairs to major replacements, and even help with insurance.
So maybe here's a final thought to leave you with. How much thought have you given to your roof lately? It's easy to forget until there's a problem. But considering it's such a critical part of protecting your home or business, maybe taking advantage of a free inspection from a local expert like Profine Construction is a smart, proactive move, just to ensure everything's solid before the next big storm rolls through.